So I'm back again. This is like the third video in a row. And I could even go, I think, wait, let's see here. We can go like this and go in my face. Oh, I'm a weirdo. Yep. Figure I better start doing some more videos here. That's why that's why I'm doing this one right now. Third one in a row tonight. And I'm getting close to 500. I think I'm at 482, I think, with what I got edited maybe or something like that. I don't know. I think that's where I'm at. So I'm getting real close to 500 videos in like 8 months. Pretty amazing. Of course, when you're out of work and apparently God's got you on a mission to interact with certain people, which is true. And he's shown me time and time again, whether he sent people to me or me to people. I feel it and see it when it happens. Now, it hasn't happened for a while yet. It's been kind of a lull, which then gets me thinking more about my situation. Then I get stressed a little, a lot. But that's why I got so many videos. You know, I got a lot of thinking going on, and I've been talking about my life a lot and sharing the best wisdom I can in different ways whenever it comes out of me. And it's kind of cool. I know my mom would probably think this is pretty neat what I was doing if she was around, if she was still around, or if she's watching me now. I don't know how that all works. You know, I used to like to think that you know, my loved ones had passed on, that they could kind of watch over me and stuff, or that maybe they were around me and could see what I'm doing, or if I could talk to them and they could hear me. You know, but you know, as I learn more stuff in the Bible, I don't know if that's the way it works or not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I do know that God is real. I can tell you that. And I thought that, you know, when you see a loved one that's passed on, I thought that was their way of saying hi, you know. But now some people have controversial views on that, you know, that that's not real and that could be a bad thing or something. I don't know. But I do know God's real. I like to think it is real, because I really believe that sometimes I can feel, you know, some of my descendants around me or something like that, you know, or people that I've been close to that are no longer here. And maybe it's because of that feeling I had with each person that's no longer here. Maybe it's me pulling that energy up again, you know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. A lot of stuff I don't know how it works. I wish I did. But I can promise you that God is real. Without a doubt for that one. Without a doubt. I haven't tried looking at comment. I don't know if I've gotten. I don't think I have had any comments on these videos for a while. On Rumble, I do. I get some comments there. I haven't got too many comments on YouTube, because whatever this video here, I will upload to both YouTube and Rumble. I've had everybody say I should upload it to this platform, that platform, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I just started learning YouTube enough, and then I just added Rumble to the list. That's enough. Until I get used to stuff, man, I can't so much. You know, not hard to do. You know, I mean, if you want to start your own channel or something, it's not that hard. The hardest thing is stepping forward and doing it. You know, it doesn't matter if it's crappy. I mean, of course, everybody wants to make something really good, but you can't just walk into perfection. You know, you just start doing it. And that's what I did with this. I do not want to be on camera. I did not. But now, Where's that little zoomer thingy here? See, oh, back it up a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit closer shot of me, maybe. There. Oh, I can't tell if I'm cutting my hair off or what. And I haven't even got a haircut yet for a while. I gotta cut it again. Oh. Better leave it there for a second. See, now I'm much more comfortable on camera. In the beginning, that was a no-go. Like my first channel, I did not want to be on camera for nothing. If I even made it in the camera, if I even seen myself in a reflection when I was filming like different towns and stuff, and I'd be going by a store and then I could see myself in a reflection, it was hard for me to even put that video up because I could see myself. Because I was self-conscious with my heaviness and stuff, you know. But, you know, when I look back at how I could not be on camera, and then I look at how I'm talking right now to the camera, which you were seeing, so I'm talking to you. Hey, how you doing? Oh, by the way, give it a thumbs up if you would. So, I'll turn this a little bit so you got a little more view of any action going on behind me and cars going by or something. Actually, I could go like this. I could turn around so you can see Arby's. Ta-da! There's Arby's. Let's see. Should we zoom in on the drive-thru there and see what they're up to? Oh yeah. I think somebody's up to getting a roast beef or something. Oh, those lucky dogs. What am I doing looking at Arby's? And I'm going to have to eat a grain of rice or something. Oh, I better fold the bit and draw that back. I better quit thinking about Arby's. Why do I even park over here? Oh, that's funny. I'm being silly now, and I'm glad. I need that. I need to laugh and be silly a little bit. Oh, otherwise I'd just I'd be too stressed out or something. So I gotta joke about some things. Well, one thing, even if this channel doesn't ever get big, I know it helps people because I've had people come up and talk to me about it from in town here that started watching the channel, because I tell people when they'd see me filming or something, or somehow it'd come up with that, and I'd tell them, yeah, I got a YouTube channel, I'd started a new one, or I'd tell them my situation here, that God sent me up here and that God wanted me to talking about it more. So then of course I bring up the channel, and so I've had people check it out, you know. And so it's kind of weird because I know there's some people that have watched the channel and then they didn't subscribe, and they come back, and then I know that I've even talked to some people. Of course, then again, maybe they don't want to sign up with their email and all that kind of stuff, because there's people that still, I think, watch YouTube and don't have their own personal account, unless they change that now. I don't know if they changed it to where you have to have a sign up for an account to watch it now or not. I don't know. The whole world has changed so much since I've been a little kid. There was no internet stuff when I was a kid. There was imagination and playing with your neighbor friends and stuff. And when these street lights came on around town or wherever you were playing at, it was time to go home. You seen the street lights coming on, you better get home, or you might be in trouble. Some kids didn't get the luxury of the street lights, but most of us kids, we knew that if the street lights came on, that meant it was time. You better go home. You know. It's one thing I miss about being a kid is as we become adults and get different responsibilities and stuff like that, we have to schedule and budget our time more because of the way society's structured now. When we were a kid, we didn't do that, you know. When we were a kid, we'd play. If we didn't have school, if it was summer vacation or whatever, heck, we'd get up in the morning, have breakfast, whatever, and dart outside. Sometimes we wouldn't even have breakfast. We just wanted to get outside and play and see our friends. And then and we'd play all day. Whether we're playing tag or whatever games we came up with, or hanging out at the park and mimicking movies we liked and playing different characters, and, you know, or playing sports and pretending we're whatever sports heroes we liked and whatnot, you know. And yeah, we just played until it got dark. And our lights come out, street lights come out, and go, we better get home. Then we might get home for dinner time, and if you're lucky, if it was like a weekend or something, then your parents might let you go back out and hang out just at the playground. Well, because we had in our apartment complex, we had a playground in the middle of the complex. So a lot of us kids got to go out there sometimes later in the night. And that way the parents could all still see us and stuff and knew that we were all just kind of hanging out there. And then we could, you know, swing on swings and look at the stars and stuff, you know, whatever. And especially if the lights around the park area were burnt out. I think they'd either be burnt out or who knows, maybe some kids like wrist rocketed them or something with a slingshot or something. I don't know. Some of us were little aliens, boy, we'd get into some mischief. But yeah, it was different. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, nowadays everything's all digital and the personable stuff is so withdrawn in a lot of people. So sometimes I'm a magnet to people because from hanging around my karate master, he would just talk to people when we were together. He'd just talk to people wherever we went. Didn't matter. He'd talk to them like he's known them all his life. And it was so well accepted because of the confidence he carried himself with. Well, I hung around that, so it became me. I got a lot of who my karate master is who I am today, you know. I'm hanging around him so much. And so I do the same thing. Well, I took it a step further in some ways. I was on a mission to get somebody a stranger to dance with me in Walmart. And now I've had tons of people dance with me in Walmart. I've had people dance with me in convenience stores, gas stations, whatever. I had people stopped at a red light, get them to dance in their car next to me. You know, if I'm in that kind of mood where I want to dance or got music playing or something. A lot of fun. It's nice when you get to see people, you know, let their hair out a little bit and be silly and have a little fun, you know. Especially when it's people you've never met before, and you can see the smile come across their face and how you brighten their day if you get them to do something silly like that. You know, actually, a lot of people actually really enjoy it. I see it in them. You know, I told this family last week or something like that. We were walking along, and there's this. I'm guessing they were husband and wife. I don't know for sure because I don't know them. I think their daughter was coming. Who I think was their daughter was coming from an aisle back towards us, like. And as I come walking along, I said, you know. When I say you know, they look at me, and I said, they should make a new rule in Walmart here. I said, every so many steps, we should have to let go of our cart and dance a little bit. And then we start going again. And then every so many steps again, we stop and just dance for a little bit again. You know? And they all just smiled. They liked it. I could tell. My silliness rubbed off on them, you know, just, even though they didn't dance with me. But they were smiling. They didn't look at me like I was some weirdo, you know, so whatever energy I was projecting, they were enjoying, you know. It's nice when that happens. You can kind of tell, though, if you start learning to read people. You can kind of tell some people just are uneasy and that you gotta handle that one lighter. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm pretty good at it. Even the people that, like, there's people that I talk to about letting go of the cart and dancing and stuff. Other people I wouldn't have done that with because I could tell that'd be too much immediate interaction with them, you know. So them I'd just do like a short little joke or something, like depending on where they're shopping or what the items are or whatever. I'll think of something silly, stupid or something. And somehow it's like almost like it's got to be a gift from God, because somehow it's just like each person I know. It's like I know what to say to them or something to get them to smile or laugh or something, and I just see it, and I can just see it changing them. You know, I can just see their normal, not that they're zombies, but their normal zone mode that they're in of life, and then just for that moment, I pull them out of it to this happy land or something. And when I see people's teeth, I love it, you know, because they're smiling, you know. They're not showing me their teeth because they're getting ready to bite me. So I figure, and by getting people to smile or laugh, I mean, that helps the world go around, you know. Spend it positive energy. I mean, who knows what they were going through before I made them laugh or smile. But it can't be a bad thing. It's got to be a good thing. I can't even imagine in any way, shape, or form how that could be a bad thing. It's got to only be good, you know. So I do that all the time. Even while I'm sad and hurting, if I'm really sad and hurting because of my situation, then I start to isolate a little bit, you know. But the minute I have to go get groceries or gas or something, you know, so long as I'm blessed enough to have a few bucks to do that or whatever, you know, I immediately put on my happy face because I don't want to have my sadness and my struggle rub off on anybody else and bring them down anymore. So I automatically put on positive energy. You know, I put on my armor, God's armor, and head out there in the world and do my best to make it a better place, no matter what, you know. I do pretty good at it, and I get the same feedback. Even all the new people I've met since I've been on this mission or whatever the heck it is God's got me on, I've gotten really wonderful feedback, and some people don't, you know, actually tell me, but I can see it in them, and then wanting me to be around and stuff more, and other people have actually really told me. What was that? Oops. Oh, it's from Tony. Well, we might just have to bring this video to an end. We sure do. It's getting long. So, I'm going to see what Tony's texting me about. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting or you got something good out of it. Don't forget to talk to God. If you do, tell him Darren says hi. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share it, all that other good stuff that helps the channel grow. Because maybe even if you didn't have the best time of your life here, somebody might get something good out of it, right? So if you think of somebody, tell them to watch me once and check out a couple of my videos. And if you think it's pure torture for them, you know, tell them to check it out anyway. No, I'm just kidding. God bless you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.